Okay. Hello. Welcome in. If you were here yesterday, you would know that we did. Um, Sorry, one second. What is happening here? There we go. Um, we were yesterday testing out a different version of the Scyther run. And while we were talking in chat, we had kind of come to the not conclusion, but like basically like we were talking about BIDE as an option, which was just something that I don't really ever consider because I'm not really a BIDE user. I don't like that move. I really pretty much try to always avoid it if possible, you know? Um, but because of that, then in the comment section of the video that we kind of, spawned all this stuff off from, gym leader Matt was talking about like Bide also definitely being like the correct play here. Which I also respect and like really appreciate because I like when people will kind of write in and kind of give some options and some ideas. Um, but I really typically don't go like watching other gameplay for the specific challenge that I am doing ahead of time, which some people might, you know, uh, I don't know. Oh, hang on a second. This is weird. Sorry, YouTube just told me that the stream is not live. Is this really not going through? No, I'm live. Okay. Thanks, YouTube, for that, I guess. Sorry about that. So, no, what I was saying though is that like I know that like a lot of people probably purposefully go out and look at like other people's runs and probably come up with some ideas and think about how they can improve upon said run. Um, but personally, like I feel like I'm a big fan of like kind of getting in there and doing it as best as I can, um, like without feeling I don't know the word I'm looking for. Is like without feeling like I've been, you know, uh, oh my gosh, influenced. There we go. Good Lord. That was a harder word to come up with than I thought it would be. But I don't really want to necessarily have the influence of other people's runs per se. Like, I like to try and problem solve and I like to try and figure out sort of my own course of action. And so I like the option of just saying, listen, I might make some mistakes here and there. Like I might have some bad ideas or some bad pathing. Something could be terribly wrong with the choices that I'm about to make. But I like that at the end of the day, like they are like my own. Um, so that's one of the tough things, right? Like I don't watch like a lot of the videos of creators that I like um half the time like until I've done that exact same challenge. Like there's been a couple videos that have come out over the last couple of, really years actually since I've started doing stuff on this channel. But like I remember I watched a lot of like the first few versions of like Scott's videos on like any of these, Pokemon. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. I'm really enjoying my time here with this. Um, but, like, then after that, I went, "Well, I can't keep watching if I'm going to if I'm gonna go do this on my own, I think I have to stop watching anything that is currently Gen 1, maybe Gen 2 as well." So, I was watching, like, all, like, the Fire Red stuff and, Emerald, anything like that, like, anything that was simply not the game that I was currently kind of working my way through. Um, I was checking those out because, like, that made sense to me. Like, oh, like, by the time I ever get to these same games and to these same challenges, I am not going to remember, uh, what someone else did because I don't have a very good memory of, like, my own stuff, let alone other people's, lives as well. So, I feel, fairly confident in that. But after having done a couple of runs, and then talking to some folks about some potential, like, ideas and ways that I could fix this run, I thought, "Okay, I'm still not gonna watch anyone else's, like, take on it." Like, I'll listen to the advice that's been given, but I'm not going to like watch another thing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it exactly the way that I have had it, you know? And so that's where we're at today. Like I wanted to get in here and do one last run. And if it goes much better, then it goes much better. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. And we're just going to see what we can do with it because either way, no matter how good or bad it goes, we will eventually come back to Scyther, both in this game, but then also in some other games as well, obviously. Um, but like, I don't want to, come back to Scyther for, I think, a long time. Um, sorry, one moment. I need to just realize I have another window open somewhere. All of a sudden, I was like, I'm hearing gameplay from someone else's stream, I think. Okay. I think that's all that we have to say, right? Like, we don't need to really get into, I think, anything else. I think we're actually pretty covered at this point. So I'm going to move OBS to my other monitor here. Oh, and then we're going to get in. Let's get into it, right? Let's play this game. Here it is. Okay. Now this should be correct because I did try and set it up ahead of time. Every now and then the select, like the Pokemon selector part doesn't work perfectly. It is also at the time of streaming and recording this, it is 8:40 p.m. And I still have coffee in that mug. That is probably a bad choice. Okay, yeah, we got Scyther, so we are good to go. Oh, okay. Come on. There we go. Thank you. All right, time to get out there and see what we can make happen. I think if we can kind of keep up what we were up to yesterday, which is kind of speed running level. Hmm, could I try to do it at level 13? No, I think I'm going to stick with level 14. Oh, duh. Hello. I'm trying to speed run too fast, actually. That time I I just immediately skipped the ball. All right. I think we still take on rival team 2. I like that plan. I think we grind as much as we possibly can in Viridian. I think we get ourselves to level 14 and then we just go for it. I think we rip it as fast as possible. But then after that, I think we can actually take a lot fewer battles. Because if we're going to be using BIDE to work our way through the Pokemon Tower, Gym Leader Matt was saying that I could be doing that like in my 30s. And I'm like, okay, I'll trust that. I'll trust those numbers. The one thing that does get me a little concerned is like if I'm not doing too much work ahead of time, getting through Surge actually seems a little scary when you actually think about that. Just simply like on the premise of if I'm not, majorly over leveled, he'll probably Thunderbolt and kill me in one go. So we might have some more resets than we normally do in the early game. But I'm hoping that this means that like by using Bide and kind of getting through faster, that perhaps we can get to the larger experience pools for the ending and get to the higher levels faster. Here we go. All right, now we've got a Pidgey that we can try and catch. Might as well. Let's just get out there. Nope. Hang on, I'm gonna heal one time because I don't remember what I'm at. And then I'm gonna just go over here. I'm gonna get myself to level 8, and then I'm gonna go into the fight. I'll use a potion, obviously, but I am looking for like what was my time yesterday? Oh shoot. I should have written some of this stuff down. Like in a place where I could do some quick reads, if you will. I would have been very interested to know the time frame in which I did certain portions of the video. If like nothing else, honestly, just knowing how close I was or how fast I was for Brock. Um, because we had so many resets in the late game yesterday, we just had really bad luck with the RNG for a couple of those fights. I mean, Blaine was weirdly really difficult. We unfortunately had some pretty busted luck against hmm. Sorry, all of a sudden I immediately started playing back part of that video or that stream. Started wondering to myself, what am I going to do actually about Giovanni in this particular run? Because I don't think I'm going to get to a point where Scyther ever lives more than one rock slide. So how could I guarantee a? Oh my gosh, that critical hit was nuts. The tail whips are getting really dangerous. Okay, that's good. That was weirdly closer than I would have kind of cared for, I think. That's all right. Okay. So with that team done and dusted, we're going to heal because I've got like no PP. I'm down to, oh God. All right, I'm down to like the dregs there. I was down to struggle. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm like trying to contemplate and think as we go. Just as someone who as someone who does not use BIDE, the thought and premise of doing a run that includes BIDE as a strategy is like just outside of my wheelhouse. And so I'm already kind of thinking to myself of like, how low of a level can I really do that at? Um, they are at maximum 20 something, I think, right? Mm. I wish I had a better memory, like I was mentioning earlier. Um, I'm thinking to myself, like, if they are in their 20s, I need to make sure that I can tank like 2 to 3 nightshades per Pokemon. The biggest conflict, though, definitely comes down to if they all use Nightshade constantly, back and forth, back and forth. Then I'm going to end up in some trouble because I won't be able to survive like 2 or 3 of these things in a row. So I'm going to need a couple lick moves, I think. Although lick can't hit me, can it? Because I'm flying. Hmm. Okay. I mean, look, if people that I trust like implicitly tell me, "Hey, you can do this with Bide," then that must mean that there is a path forward. This is the part though of the videos where like behind the scenes, I'm typically still doing this exact thing. I usually contemplate and think about the run ahead of time, and like I did, but I also had to do some work today. So I haven't spent all my day working towards this. Um, I've only been thinking about it a little bit. I'm down to struggle again. All right. I think what we do is we heal up. I think we go for 30. Huh. What if? Oh, what if? Wait, I'm kind of cooking an idea the back of my head. I'm almost wondering if I just go until I'm down to struggle and then I get some health out. No, because then they're going to withstand it. It's only going to give me 10 extra damage. And then if I do crit with it, it's going to do more damage to me. Never mind. Never mind. I don't like that plan at all. Now that I think about it, for a moment, little flash in the pan in a way, or like little, it felt like a flash of brilliance. What if you went for something entirely different? You're like, no, actually, I don't think I would like that. You're changing too many parts of the plan. Okay. Right. Dude, YouTube, what is happening with you? This is so strange. Okay. Sorry. I'm going to stop paying attention to this notification. I think it's just trying to cause me some strife. Every now and then I look over and it's like, "Hey man, everything is bad. Your stream is struggling." And then I click on the, take me to the studio, and I look at it and it's like, "Hey, your stream health is sorry, your stream is healthy. You're looking quite good." And you're like, "All right, thank you YouTube. I appreciate that." All right, here we go. Oh, okay. One more fight. That's probably one more than I really need, but that's okay. I think we're still going to make it through faster. Last night we got through at 141 something. It was like what, 14 or 15 seconds slower or faster than the original run that we did. Playtesting sort of two separate ideas. I forgot to save before him. And I did not heal either. Oh my gosh, what am I thinking? All right, this might have to be a blackout training. If I don't make it, we're going to have to do a blackout. Because if we don't, we are literally starting the entire run over. Oh, that might be game. Yeah, we're gonna have to take the blackout. Uh-oh. Oh no. I need you to kill Pidgey, actually. Thank you. Oof, that was close. Okay. Lesson learned. When I do this sort of thing, I have to hit save. And I need to heal. Oh my gosh. What was that all about? That was a bad choice on my part. Okay. Though so far better, because like, yeah, I know I started with less health already. I think we are getting through here like equivalently at a better rate. That took a lot out of me. Oh gosh. Yeah, he did two. Okay, he did two bides back to back, and that's dangerous for me. This is so interesting because I think it took us like one try yesterday, or no, one try the first time, two tries yesterday. Now this is gonna be a third try on this day. Man, and Geodude took me down to less health this time. Oh my god, he's starting with bide so early. I need you to like try and cook me with Screech a few times. Thank you. Oh, that was really close. If that was not a crit, I think we would have died there. Because he would have released the bide. No, I have that. Okay. think we're just going to take this. Heal. Hit the road. I think we go minimal battles here. I don't think we need to take any of the extras. Oh, the question is, do I just immediately teach BIDE to myself? Maybe I just wait, and then maybe I only teach BIDE once I get to double team, because I don't let my Pokemon take that, or rather, I don't let them use that. Double team is just one of those things that we're not doing. We are going to try BIDE on this one, because after we were talking about it yesterday, and then gym leader Matt was in the comments too, talking to me about it. So I am going to go through and try one more thing. The big thing, or the big like hang up though, is that, again, like, while people have sort of given some ideas here and there, I typically don't watch like other people's work or at least that's not true. I just don't watch the runs that I am specifically working on, because I want to try and solve the problems on my own. I am totally open to, people giving like, ideas or feedback kind of thing, that I can try like after the fact or after the secondary one. Um, but like, even with like the advice, I was like, okay, I'm not going to go back and watch like, anyone else's run that does use BIDE, because I don't know what levels they're going in at. I don't know how fast, like how many people are they skipping, I'm going to try and do it to the best of my knowledge or ability. So I could be getting there at a much lower level. I could be getting there at a much higher level. But I do think that no matter what, I think we're probably still going to be faster than the last two videos. Um, it is such a fascinating thing too, right? Where like, again, with the way that these games were coded, it's like some of the stuff makes sense as to why it happens. And then some of it also kind of doesn't make sense. Because like, you can't use quick attack. You can't use struggle. You can't use, any kind of normal type move against the ghosts in Ghost Tower. Exactly. But and the same like for vice versa, right? I am gonna take this item that's over here, because sometimes I use that ether to kind of get through little sections like this, or more than likely, I will probably use that for the not tunnel, sorry, the bridge in a moment, like the bridge up past Misty's. Although I'm down to 14, who knows? I might have to use it here. I don't want to backtrack, but let's see how many I have to use to get through 3 Pokemon here. It is going to be 6 usage. Actually, I think we're okay, because I can always use like a single Leer on each of these Pokemon. We're fine. You can teach it now. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I probably will. Oops. Okay. Well, that still didn't one shot. I probably will teach it in just a second here. That works nicely. I almost like was thinking too about like, if I'm doing the bide run, like a move that I never use, do I just allow myself mimic as well? But at the same time, I don't know. I don't really have an interest. I mean, like, I probably could, but I feel like I'd be changing up my gameplay so much to be doing both of them. I should have taught bide before I got in this fight. I got too comfortable just sitting and yapping for a second there. Hey, stop. Okay. Oh, that's bad, actually. I probably should have just... No, because he really lowered my attack so much. Okay. Or my accuracy. I'm a little nervous about that. I think that... Oh, God. Yeah. If I don't crit on one of these hits, please. Okay. Wow. I'll be honest. I should not have won that fight. That that should have been a total loss for me. I did not play that one smart or well. Um, I got very lucky on that. Nope, that's that. What's this? Okay. We have put Bide on the move pool. Or on the learn set. I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, I'm thinking to myself that like whatever happens in this run is the last... Whoa. Sorry, I turned the fan on that's next to my desk. It's been in the hundreds, like the mid to high hundreds all week here in Texas. And so the room gets a little warm, I'll say, throughout the day. But I guess the last time I had this on was at the height of the heat today, because I turned it on thinking, it's a little toasty in here, mostly just because I have like the lights and everything running. So I turned it on and it was at full blast, and it was kind of an immediate jump scare. Like, I don't need it that bad. I just need a little bit. Sorry, my mom is texting me about football now. Um, yes, actually, I'll respond to that later. I do agree with her though. I kind of waited to go live today just to make sure that I knew. It's so funny. It's preseason. If you're into football at all, and I'll keep it short, because I know from other streaming platforms that a lot of the time, sometimes I'm like, oh, let me talk about football for 5 minutes, and that's enough to get pretty much everyone going. I'm out, actually. Um, but yeah, my team went 3-0 in preseason, and two of the games are, starter wasn't starting either, so like that's... And I know that a lot of the times that might be the same situation for those teams as well. Um, but I still think it like is a good look. I just don't take any stock in it, because I feel like if you lose in a preseason game, you're like, well, it was a preseason game. It happens, you know? But then if you win, it's kind of like, man, it looks like on all fronts, like every starter is looking good, or every string is looking good. So, there's not often, at least for me, there's not often a time where I go, things are looking bad. Uh-oh. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Like, I'd have to go 0-3 for me to maybe go, well, all right, guys, hang on now. That's looking rough. Oh my gosh, he's defense curled like crazy. All right. All right, and that's enough football talk though. She was just basically being like, hey, saw you won. Perfect preseason. I'm like, yeah, no big deal. We're kind of good. Um, all right. Back on track though with Scyther. Scyther has had some close calls here so far on this run. But I think we can turn this around. I probably should have used Bide. I did not mean to just spam quick attack just now. I am gonna spam quick attack here. Wow, that was fast. I do feel like because of Brock, we're probably... Oh god, he's gonna just do nothing but defensive girl, huh? That was interesting. He did attack into me, but then it didn't deal anything. It said nothing happened. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm out of those. Oh boy. He's going to defense curl his way through. This is going to be, because when was the last time I saved? This might be another blackout, which I don't like to take. I think the blackouts don't feel good, but I do get into some of these fights thinking, I've got it. We don't need to save here. This will be fine. But we're also skipping some trainers here and there. So yesterday I was considerably stronger when I got to this particular fight. So I think I had a little bit of like a checkpoint confidence from yesterday and not from today, which is now going to set me back a little bit even further. No, technically not. And I realized that like literally as I walked into him a second time. um, but the thing though is that this time I'm going into the fight fully healed. Oh my gosh, this is taking forever though. I probably could have quick attacked on that one. That one's on me. Um, it was just one of the sometimes you're going so fast that like in that one I went, oh, I could have and like as I went, oh, I can avoid him, like in my brain, I watched the spiral of the fight and I went, I see, I see, I see. Okay, I think we go for quick attack until now. Now that he is defense, okay. Well, he's gonna just go for it. Yeah, I'll have to make note of that because like when I do eventually come back to this, um, I will write down like the things that we learned from this run. Yeah, I see. I could have skipped him and taken this guy up there instead. You know what? Let's just go ahead and use this. Just get it out of my pocket. He's completely unnecessary. Like we do not need to fight him. There is nothing to really gain from that. Like he's probably only like let's say 10% better experience than the guy next to him. And that might not even be accurate. I think that's just like, again, me trying to do some sort of potential reach into my memory that might not even be accurate. I sometimes do for like my second and third runs. A lot of the times with my first runs, I really try to think about and strategize entirely off of my own dome. Just to sort of see what I can get, or like what I can kind of parse through on my own. Because I've only once had a like first run. So I don't know why I put that in quotes. Every video that's on my channel except for one is the first run that I did. With said Pokemon. I think. Okay. I don't have any more potions, but I'm only a little hurt. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, I usually use it for like my second or so on. Um, oh man, he really didn't do much there. Oh, oh, you're kidding me, dude. It is a really cool tool. I do agree. I think a lot of it. Oh, that's bad. I think it's gonna be a death here. Yep. Okay. I think I don't need to bide the star you. That was definitely a mistake. See, again, this is another reason why I don't really use bide. Like, look at that. That was two hits. I was doing way too much on that. In fact, I might be able to just all right. You know what I mean? Now, granted, she didn't use any harden or X defense on that one either. So like that was also very lucky. Like if I saw her start to use those moves, then I would have gone for it. But yeah, I think it's just that thing of like I know that I've had a lot of imperfect runs. And that's why also like when I do like the voiceover for like the videos that I do, a lot of the times I talk about what I know went wrong and what I know went well. And it's like, okay, so maybe in this section of the game, I can look at the, experience router and think about what could I change or where could I, add one level or subtract one level and still make it through. Um, yeah, that was the thing is like I was thinking about I probably could use it. That's why I started to use it the first time, but then Staryu just took so much of my health. I really ended up I don't know, it's just so weird. Like I think that Misty is just one of those people that unless she is super effective against you, she sometimes feels very inconsistent, which I think is also smart, right? Like that actually to me means that she's good. She's not just kind of constantly hitting the same move, like she's not spamming anything. She's honestly almost like kind of taking her time with it. Um which I also think is like a very valid choice. I don't need to fight everyone. I don't even need to fight the body slam people. Wow, that feels so strange. I am gonna go to this one. I think there's a decent amount of experience in this room, and there's one other room in this building that I think I would like to take, just so I'm at a better level for Surge. Because I don't think I can use Bide with him. It just the risk of 3 turns and him just constantly hitting Thunderbolt. I'd like to not give him a win. It's it's maybe a sense of pride. I know that what's my target level for CHA? Oh, for champion. Oh, that's a good question actually. Um so yesterday we got to like what level 68, I want to say, right? Like after all of the rare candies were said and done. Um I think we can we can clearly make it in there at a smaller level. I think the real problem or the real like thing that I'm solving for is more of Lance. Like I actually do think that between Swords Dance and other moves, like what I might did I pick up Rest? I need to actually really quick double check my inventory here real fast. Because what I was thinking of was I might keep Bide up until the end. I did not pick it up. No, stop. What am I doing? Um, shoot. All right, it's okay. We'll grab it in a second. Um, I'm thinking of dropping Bide for champion and getting into Rest. Um, and sort of kind of taking it from there in that regard. I think I have to, yeah, because you have slash. I think I'm going to reduce you. Yep, perfect. Um, man, what do I think is the smartest level for Lance? That is, I think, to me, like the major issue. Because honestly, like there's a lot of let me try this again. There's a couple. Okay, let me try that part again too. There's a couple people on the team of the champion that feel a little concerning. Um, but It's Lance's Gyarados that really kind of gives me the most amount of concern. Um, and I think the main reason for that is that like I need to get set up because the next 4 Pokemon. Uh, okay, forgive me. I'm gonna change. I was going too fast. I'm going to fix that. Sorry. That was just a misclick, and I don't feel like that's bad to do. All right. Uh that's where that should have gone. Um I'm also not used to talking during this section. You know what I mean? Like I'm so used to just sort of doing this part on my own. That's true. I did save. I could have just reset there. But uh sorry, I my brain. So yeah, so but for Lance, like the thing that I look at is his Gyarados is such a menace. Um I'm not going to teach it to him. I am going to teach Dig to Charmander as well. There we go. All right, here we go. Oops. I'm going to go slash twice. I think that'll be enough. Wow. Mega kick instead of Thunderbolt. I mean, I don't know why I was concerned. I actually probably could have done Surge at a lower level. That's another thing for me to take note for the future. But watch the time that I go, okay, I won't. Almost forgot. I won't, go that high in level for Surge, and then I'll get to Surge and I'll be like level 25, and he'll go, okay, Thunderbolt 3 times or twice or whatever, and I'll be like, okay, thanks, Mister Surge, thanks, Lieutenant. But like, there's so much, like everything on outside of Gyarados on his team has something that's super effective against me. And that's one of those things where, like, I don't remember if you were here for the Lance fight yesterday or not. Um, I didn't heal. Oh my god. We're making a lot of blunders here, actually. Um, yeah, Scyther does have a lot going for him. Like the biggest thing is that, like, my special is really bad. So when they start going with like Thunderbolt and Ice Beam and uh Hydro Pump for in terms of the Gyarados. And then of course, you have Dragonite who has like Fire Blast, Blizzard, Thunder. Like all of those are devastating for me. Um, whether for the flying part or for the bug part, he just kind of has my number. So like I have to be ready for that, which is the reason why I'm thinking that like a setup against Gyarados and then immediately rest on the first Dragonair. I think I can get out of that Dragonair at without like with like minimum scratch effectively. I'll probably still take some damage on that like initial wake up turn. Although God, it would be so cool if I could time it with like using a rest while he's done like a hyper beam and then he's recharging. Wouldn't that be a thing of beauty? But I don't know, like this might seem too high, but like not including candies, or right, yes, including candies. Like I'm thinking I could maybe go through like start the Elite Four at like somewhere between like 55 and 60, which is like considerably lower than what I have been doing. But I think if I can just like really speed my way through these sections, although I am unfortunately Still kind of going slow because I've been making a lot of mistakes. Which will also, I don't know why I thought that was that person's Pokemon, but I was like, how am I fighting this person the second time? Oh, right. I need, there we go. Encounters at a better rate now. All right. I'm going to avoid all those guys. Oh, the other one's on the left side. Okay. Right. Okay. We're making a lot of interesting choices here tonight. All right. It's fine. I just got to take a deep breath and like, that's bad. Okay. I got to be more prepared for that for exploding hiker or self-destruct, whatever. Um, okay. Save here real quick. Okay, here we go. One of the first true tests, I think, of this run. I think I'm just going to go this. Okay. Perfect. He missed. He went for a defense curl. The rock throw was bad, but not as bad as it could have been. I will take that. Okay. Okay. I think one of the big things for me is like, in terms of like fixing time is, for example, like what we're going to do here is, so I'm going to heal here first. And then we're going to go try to do Erica, no Team Rocket. I will probably pick up the rare candy there like as fast as like I possibly can. Um, but I think outside of that, like I think we don't spend any time. Um, that should also help with cutting down some of the time because there's just like a lot of unnecessary, I don't know, extra fluff, if you will, in this area. And I think that slash is more than enough to get us through like everything. Okay, I'm going to take the PP up. I actually might use that on slash, for example. And I am going to go fight this guy because I want the nugget that's behind him. That nugget, I think, is going to be pretty big. I think one of the things I am going to also do is, in order to counterbalance some of this stuff, is I'm going to buy a couple of items. Like, I'll probably buy a few carbos. Oh, okay. That's not what I remember it being. Oh, the iron is in the other room. Shoot. I don't really plan on going through all that. Oh, I don't need to fight this guy. All right. See, like that was a little bit of muscle memory. That was a little bit of muscle memory. That's okay. That one was actually really fast. So we don't need to worry about that one that much. Okay. I have the two items that I want. We're out of here. Let's heal. I'm going to go grab fly. I'm going to grab, whoops, I'm going to grab the lemonade stuff as fast as I can. Okay. Sell. Sell this. Yes. Sell the 2 nuggets. Yes. Sell that is whatever move that is. I can't really remember. 10 is double edge. Yeah, I don't want that. And also sell. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. uh wrong guy. Buy. Wait, no, calcium. Calcium is special, right? Carbos is speed. Let's take. I think that's all I can really do, actually. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's the best we can do on that front. I get a fresh water, another fresh water, soda pop, lemonade. I'm gonna give this child one of each drink. I'm gonna get these items real quick. Sell. Oh no! Don't sell the rare candy. Oh shoot! I was just shy. I can sell 11 too. Okay. I don't have enough for that. That's okay. All right. Listen, I did what I could there. I probably need one extra fight, but that's okay. I'm not coming back here. We're gonna have to live with these choices, and that's it. Charmander cut. I am like minimum 5 minutes behind where I would like to be. Honestly, if I could have done this in 10 minutes fewer, I would have felt a lot better. Although I do think that we are further in than we usually have been on the other runs. So, there is that kind of level of improvement. Because I'm going to knock on wood somewhere. Oh, here, the edge of my desk. Like, we should not be having what's the word I'm even looking for? We should not be having or rather, it should not take me an hour to finish the second half of the game. I know that we still have Silphco and the Pokemon Tower, which I think are kind of time adding moments, but so much of like a good portion of what comes next is also pretty skippable. Not necessarily like entirely, right? But like the bicycling path, you can get through pretty quickly. Okay, we're gonna get rid of Lear. We now have Swords Dance, the best move in the game. Okay. Where is Super Potion? Being poisoned and doing this is potentially a dumb idea as well. But I did it the other day and I was fine. I am going to do quick attack. I actually could have probably just done slash the entire time. Okay, this was a choice and a half, I think. Okay, not necessarily a perfect opportunity or a perfect spot on that one, but that was not as bad as that could have been. So I'll take that. I'm a big fan of like the phrase of like, we take those. We take the moments of getting lucky. Actually, you know what? We're going to heal up here because I'm going to walk through Saffron so that I can just unlock this on the way. All right. I've been into their Pokemon Center. Okay, we cut. We cut again. Okay, here we are. Not saving in front of the rival. I don't think we need it. I think I just slash. Yep. In fact, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah. That's 5 slash. That's 5 kills. That's fine. We take those. Okay, we avoid all that. Now's the moment. Oh my god. Okay. No, I hurt myself. No. Stop doing that. Oh boy. Okay. The confused ray situation is not ideal. You simply must be better than that, Scyther. You cannot hit yourself 3 times in a row and consistently reset. Oh, I didn't save in front of. It's fine. It's fine. Because we're gonna get it in 1. There we go. Because they are not going to use confused. Dude, all right. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare for me. Oh my god. I need to put everyone else temporarily in the bin, I think. Or I just need to remember to save. Let's just do that. Let's just remember to save. I'm not going to save before the rival. I don't need that. You need it for the other people. You need to be smarter. Wrong route. Okay. 3rd time's the charm. That's the whole thing that we're doing here on this one. Yes, good. Okay. No confused. You're kidding me. Oh my god, dude. What is going on here? I feel, hey, can I be honest? I feel lied to. I mean, I totally get that. It's gonna work. I know it can work. I just think that everyone's telling me, oh, you should have done BIDE, and I'm just dying over and over to Ghastly because I keep getting taken out by Confuse Ray. Because there's no way to counteract that. There's no items. No items in battle. Stop hitting yourself in confusion. Oh my god. Guys, I don't know. I don't know how you're all doing this, and having better runs. Or maybe it's just like, hey, you've you've done too many you've done too many of these runs in a row. Your karma is at an all-time low. We will not let you proceed. Don't. Oh no. This is incredible. It's the same 2 Ghastly. This time I didn't even get past the first one. Was this a sick prank? Oops. That time I was just spamming. We have had 2 blackouts, 5 resets to the same Blastoise. Little reference to a podcast I'm sure no one here listens to, but I honestly I feel too stunned to speak. Because I can't move forward without this, but the only other way seems to be how many resets were people getting in this? I actually do think I am gonna end up going and watching. Okay, please, please. It didn't even. Boy. Okay, so here's the situation that I'm facing now. In the past, when I get into a spot where I'm like stuck, I typically leave and I go do anything that I could possibly think of to fix part of my current predicament. A lot of the times that means going out and leveling up. The thing is that with BIDE, it can only do basically back the damage that they are doing to me. The only thing that I can kind of see as being the course correction for that is okay, thank God. All right. So we got through a single person. The only thing I could think of was like giving myself at least a little bit more HP. Right? If I have to I guess I could have bought some paralyzed heals. That could have been maybe the smart situation here. What's that? Elixir. That's an awakening. What are you? I don't remember. An HP up. Cool. More HP. Why not? Oh wow, look, another elixir. Oh, okay. And now we don't have to go that far. Okay. Oh boy. That last section. Did I save there? I don't remember what I just did. Okay, thank God. Okay. But this is again the problem of like doing this while talking too. Is it's easy to just for a brief moment disconnect my brain enough to like not kind of see where I am. You know what I mean? Like I can kind of very easily lose sight of what I'm looking at. Of course you go for it now. Oh no. Stop. Stop. No. No. Okay. All right, man. This is like okay. I'm trying not to like lose my mind a little bit. This is the kind of thing though. What I was saying was when I have like moments like this in the regular gameplay, usually what happens is I can walk away for a few minutes, like in the game, right? And I can try like a different little portion of something. Oh my god, I stop. I'm button mashing on accident and I'm getting into quick attack twice in a row on for no reason. But now like the problem is that because I'm being told like, hey, go for this other kind of idea. I'm okay. I'm just sitting here thinking about like anything that I can do. All right. I mean, like, this is like a perfect nightmare of like something that is like kind of inescapable. Because now I don't have enough time to just go out and try and get uh wing attack. And I had to sit here. I mean, because the thing is, I only have one more ghost. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you. I was wrong. I had two. I forgot about this lady. Oh no. I just felt my face get warm. You know, like just like I felt like scared almost. I was like, oh no. Oh no. Oh. All right. No. 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 Stop. 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 Stop dying. You're an hour in. What are you doing? Oh, I just oh, that was a I did not click hard enough on the up button. You simply must go faster. Oh my god, one health is nuts. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. And like I just feel like if anyone else watches this, like I don't know if this is gonna be like anyone was gonna look at this and go, dude, Colin, this was so simple. How could you possibly have messed this up? I just don't know. Brother. Those numbers are painful. But I will take the notes and we're gonna come back someday, not soon. I can't do this one again. But we are gonna like walk away for a little bit and we're gonna come back at some point and we're gonna see like, oh, you need to be just a little bit higher here, but you can be a little bit lower there. And I will at that point watch someone else's run. And I'm going to learn what they did differently. I think it's kind of the only way that we can honestly move this thing forward. I think we've gotten to the point where, I mean, again, also the same thing with experience router. You know, we'll jump into experience router, and we're going to just sort of see, okay, what's potentially the best way to route any of the three runs that we did. Like I'm probably gonna try all three versions of my runs again to see if I can kind of like really beat the time of all three of those runs. Cause like all three of them were very different. I mean, weirdly enough, like the first two runs were very similar in final time, but the hangups, the moments that we struggled like the most were very different for each of those runs. Um, for the slash run, it was more of the early to mid game that we had some problems. And for Swords Dance Cut, our major issue was the ending of the game. Um, and so while we like started a lot stronger on some of the times, I kept being like, "Oh, I'm ahead, I'm ahead, I'm ahead," which was true. But then we started losing a lot of time. Like it got very quick how much time added up, especially during Lance. Like we really lost a lot of time in in the Elite Four. There was a lot of ground that had been gained prior to Giovanni, and like Blaine fed into it a little bit, but not by a lot, just like a tiny, tiny amount. But once we got to him, it was kind of game over. Okay, I'm thinking. I don't know if I'm ready for Koga. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go do the surf run. Oops. I'm going to get surf and I'm gonna get strength. Oh my gosh, please. I'm gonna stop running into things too. Stop. Protein. Sure. Might as well. Okay. I think I'm gonna go to Silphco. I'm gonna beat that portion of the game. Whoops. A silly girl. Sorry, just think about the Descendants for some reason. Um, really like that band a lot. If you're unfamiliar with them, I'm a big like punk kid, you know. Okay. Silphco it is. I think I still go to floor 10. I think we still do. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, okay. That's a lot different. I think we still get the rare candy. Then we go down to floor 5. We get the key. Then we go to floor 7. Which takes us to 5. You know what? I am going to fight this optional guy. I just think Hypno is a pretty decent yield here. Oh boy. It wasn't enough to level up, but it was enough to add a good chunk of my percentage there. I think this guy is worth it. I mean, the coughing and the Magnemite rather. No. Oh my god. All right. It's fine. I'm just gonna leave that. At this point, we're just gonna slash our way through pretty much everything anyway. And when it comes time for wing attack, I'm just gonna replace that. All right, we're gonna take this guy. This is gonna be a little bit of a wild pathing. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna fight this guy. I'm gonna take the card key. I'm not gonna go back up. Nope. Hang on. Sorry. I just immediately forgot what I was gonna do. Gotta bingo my way in. I'm gonna pick up this protein. I give the protein. I go back down. I go back around. Because this takes me directly up here, which means I can now hopefully 2-shot everything. If not 1 shot, 1 shot will be even better. the entire team of the sandwich. Not the sandwich, sorry. The sandwich is the other guy. Okay, we've healed. Now there's only 3 fighters that I'm going to take on, and then my rival and Team Rocket. All right. Honestly, I don't feel like I've gained any ground. I'm actually really nervous that I'm right back in the building where I basically was yesterday, just, at a different level. I don't know what I could have done differently. I mean, I'm sure someone's going to, like, in the comments come back and be like, by the way, what you should have done was XYZ, and don't forget you can, I don't know, you can spam the phrase little Timmy in chat and it'll make you stronger. And you're like, whoa, I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a Timmy bonus. All right. We've now fought all of the optional trainers that I want to fight. I'm saving, and now it's time for the main event. I think Slash one-shots the last two shots the first 3. Wow, Aurora Beam was a lot. That was scary. But this should one-shot Jolteon. It does. Okay. We're back. We're back on track, I think. Everyone hold. We're holding our position. Oh. Okay. We've made it back in like probably 10, 15 seconds. So that's not agility. Shoot. That's the one downside to having forgotten or accidentally changing my move there. It's fine. We move on. I'm going to save in front of Giovanni. Maybe saving too often. I don't know. But I also don't want to get set back either. So. Oh, yeah. Maybe could have BIDE. BIDE might have been the right move for Rhyhorn. I do think that Slash is correct for Nidoqueen. That felt fine. Okay. I dig my way out of here. I heal. And now we are going to slash our way through Koga's. There's a strong possibility that I get Wing Attack by the time I finish this. Like, he's optional. I am going to take him because I want the experience. I would like to see if we can get there. My worst case scenario is I do go take on Sabrina instead. Which, you never know, could be the right thing. Could be the move. So now level 48. I guess I do technically have one more rare candy. So I could just, you know what? And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm being a fool. I know that I'm going to get some kind of wasted experience points right there. Yes. Okay. How am I doing on health? Let's just go ahead and heal. Now let's heal. Now let's save. All right. I think this is the one, or I think this is the moment, rather. I think I set up a single time here. That's rough, but that's okay. As long as I don't, as long as I one shot, I don't take any damage. Boom. Thank you. Okay. Man, Pokemon Tower really just. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. It's okay. I think we do this. I think we're fine. Okay. Save. Sabrina time. I think Slash is just the thing, right? Like, because they're glass cannons, they don't have any kind of defense. We're gonna crit and run. Yep. All right. Okay. Okay. I have a controller in my hand, so it's hard to like clap and be like, "All right, boys, we're doing this." This is where things get tough again, though. Blaine is, oh boy. Blaine is a little bit of a mystery for me. Man, imagine if. Oh wait, I just remembered. Nope, not that. What the heck is 46? Oh, is that what Sabrina just gave me? Okay, got a defense boost. Hang on. I have to backtrack for like 5 seconds. There's some items in here that are going to be helpful. I should take them. Okay. I'm speeding. I'm speeding. I am speed. I am speed. Saving. Okay. I didn't need to pick that up. So I'm going to have to drop that because I can't pick up. All right. Here we go. Oh, God. Cinnabar is so tough on the eyes, man. I'm like blinking extra times. Just sort of witnessing all this. Okay. Dig. Okay. We're out. Shouldn't need to heal, but just in case. Okay. Oh no, I didn't mean. That's actually fine. That's fine. You know what? I don't need that. A part of me was like, I need the bicycle. Actually, I don't. Come on. Here we go. This one's yes. No. I was trying to back out of what I was doing. Not okay. That's just that was a bad call. That was a bad call. That's okay. We made it through literally unscathed, so it doesn't change anything. Okay. A perfect run on does. I think the thing that makes me nervous about this is like I had some really rough moments. Oh boy. I had some really rough moments against this team yesterday when I was higher leveled. So I really need him to throw. Shoot. That was so close. That was really close. Okay. I think it is doable. I think I just need what do I need? Well, certainly not that. That was nope. That's I can't survive on that. Okay. I need to not hurt myself at any. Oh my god, dude. Come on. That's a reset. There's no way. There's simply okay. Really rough. Okay. That's a reset. Okay. Boy, this is bad. We're losing time again. I can kind of feel ourselves hemorrhaging out because it simply cannot be. Boy, it simply cannot be that I need. He went for reflect. Okay. Hey, I told you I needed him to throw, and he threw. So that, as I say, is something we take. We are not going to beat my time. Like, I'm looking at this now, 1 hour 19. I have somehow done worse with this run. So again, I'm going to love to go back, and I'm wondering if really if it's just like, well, yeah, you run the risk with BIDE of it potentially being way too long of a run, you know? It's like, but if you get the right RNG, you can make it through in, you know, this kind of time. I'm thinking we try. The thing is, I really don't want to add any time because we're behind. We're very behind. But I think we simply must attempt to get up to 53 before this fight. And the main reason for that is that I'm going to want to set up Swords Dance. And I cannot afford to be leveling up in the middle of the fight because of this. Okay. That's level 53. Of course, if I'm now considered too low for anyone to have ever used this move, like if I level up still like just before Rhydon, that would be the worst. Oh no, not that. It's okay. That's fixable. I just for whatever reason took the scenic route. Okay, here it is. This is I honestly this is a make or break moment. This is really going to set the tone for if I stand even remote chance of even if it's just like even if it's just like, you know, I'm setting a remote chance to do better by like a minute, you know. Oh my god, dude. I mean, I feel like that's a little hilarious for me to be like, "Hey, this is going to set the tone." Okay. No crit on that one. I mean, no crit for them. Okay, he uses guard spec. Okay, I barely survived that. It had to be wing attack. I I messed up on that. I'm set up +6. I can't. That's not great. All right, I'm gonna attempt. Oh god, I'm missing everything. Please stop missing. No. Oh, we're done. Yep. Okay. The it's also so frustrating to see. I could go up one more level. I could go up one more level. Because to see them live on literally 1 health. Okay, we're fine. I felt my willpower leave my body for just a brief moment. Please, no. Guard spec, yes. Shoot. Oh my God. All right. We're going to go up a level. In fact, you know what? We've got the wiggle room to do 2. Let's just go up 2. Must be cool. All right. Swords dance. Swords dance again. Swords dance as he comes out of that. Wing attack, 1 shot. Wing attack, 1 shot. Wing attack, please 1. Nope. Why is it? Is it critting? Did it crit twice there? It did crit, didn't it? Okay. Shoot. I like set myself back. Oh my, dude. All right. Oh, no. Chat. It's not going to happen. There's simply not enough time. So I guess the question is, and listen, I'm willing to take, the criticism. I'm willing to take the criticism. Did I go wrong somewhere? Was there a moment that I could have leveled up faster? Was there a moment where it's like, no, dude, you just had some of the worst luck I've ever seen in this game? Why did I go for that? The amount of whiffs we had in Pokemon Tower felt like something that could be studied. Please, guard spec. Please miss. I just don't get why that 1 attack, though, did literally 10 damage. Did it crit? Because it's going so fast, sometimes I feel like I miss some text or something. Because it made no sense for that to do about a third and then suddenly to do just an itty bit. Oh, God. Okay. 1 shot. Thank you. Okay. I need you to guard spec. I need you to do you see what I mean? The first one was more damage than the second one. What are do I even have an option of anything here? I'm trying my best to learn some form of lesson here. Okay. The only thought that I have is that he guard specs. Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought the only way I could do that, because again, it's 2 or 3 turns, was that literal run. That made up for part of this run. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be enough. But I was thinking if it's a 3 hit, he would have to miss 1 of the rock slides. Ooh, gosh. I'm going to send this to Carp later. I'm going to be like, you need to see what I went through on this run. And I'm just going to give him some timestamps and be like, check out these 2 gyms and these and the Pokemon Tower, I think. He will not believe, I think, how this run went. And your I button mashed. I knew that it needed to be slash for Jolteon. Like the "you're kidding me" that I was about to say was to myself. Like I knew where I needed to go. You know what? Okay. It's like I'm almost like too afraid to speak, if I'm fully honest. Like I feel like I'm jinxing myself or something. Okay. Not wing attack slash, thank you. He lived on one. Oh my gosh, but he did not hit. Whew, that was could have gone another way. Okay, four sword. Okay. This is the part of champions, literally. What we need going up ahead is the perfect RNG. The only way that we can make this work is no distractions, no bad calls, simply foot on the gas and go. The only way to win is to do Victory Road and the Elite Four in like 10 minutes. Okay, I can already kind of feel like my heart rate increasing a little bit. Maybe one of these days I'll do one of these runs where I have a heart monitor on. Okay, I think I take the experience here because I also am gonna have to level up once. I have to level up once in here. I think we can fight this guy. I think we can fight the grass person, and I think we fight this person because it's only two people. So it's quick. Ooh, okay. He lived. I almost feel like I could get 2 levels in if I'm fast enough. But I feel like that also could be wasting my potential of this run. I can't believe how neck and neck this is, though. Okay, okay. Gotta turn my fan back on. I don't know if it's the room is warm or like my nerves are making me feel warm, you know? Okay, we got that. Um, oh gosh. I feel like I'm about to have to stand up. Like I feel like I'm like rocking in place in my chair. Like I need to lock in some capacity. Maybe the last bit of the coffee will. The last bit of coffee at like what, 9 p.m.? Shoot. Yeah. Oh, you're only Mr. Mime. It's not gonna be enough, is it? Oh no, this is okay. This is okay. This is okay. All right, here we are. Folks, this is the home stretch. If you're not locked in, now's the time because I am locking in. I'm cleaning up my inventory. Oh God, for a reason. And that is that I want to have less time in that menu further down the road. So like, yeah, I have to take a second to clean that up right there, but it should mean fewer moments of me having to spend time in my inventory. Okay. I think I'm literally going to do one level before every single person. Sometimes I usually don't need to do this before Bruno, but I think at this point we have to. I think we cannot afford to level up mid Bruno. Okay, Swords Dance. Swords Dance. Swords Dance. I get fully set up while she is sleeping. That ice beam was slightly devastating, but that's okay. Okay, I think this is fine. Okay. Weird, like preemptive super potion, but that worked out to my benefit. I think I do rare candy here. I think I just do ether on this just in case. I could actually I have enough of everything that I actually be okay. Full restore. I picked up every elixir, so actually was fine. I didn't need to do that, but it's okay. Once again, set up, set up, set up again. God, that's dreadful. Okay, I'm gonna go for that's worse. Okay, I think wing attack. Okay. Yep. Okay, that's bad. That's not great. I think I don't even attempt slash on this one. I think I do. I think I go two. I did wing attack straight. Great. I think I do swords dance. I think I do swords dance again. I had to set up a third time. My defense has been pretty heavily damaged. Yeah, he's destroying me. Okay. Screech will undo everything that I set up here. Okay, come on now. 1, 2. Okay, a free third one. Wing attack does half. Okay, he does X defend. He does another X defend, but that's okay. That's wasted. He got free 2 turns. He uses Earthquake for some reason. I don't know why that does so little damage. He is doing 2 more X defends. That is Bruno. Okay. Bruno, done. Oh, boy. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. We need perfect runs. We need perfect runs. Swords Dance. Swords Dance again. Swords Dance one last time. That is unfortunate. But if I don't... Okay, that's fine. I think I can... Oh my gosh. My vision didn't necessarily blur, but like I felt... Oh, that was lucky. That was so lucky. That was rough, but we got there. Okay, rare candy. Elixir. Full restore. Go, 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 go. Save the game. We talked to Lance. Swords Dance 3 times. That was a perfect extra turn. I think... Yep, okay. I think wing attack. The thing is, I'm +6. So yeah, it has... Oh, shoot. He's going for fly. The crit. The crit. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, it's slipping through my fingers. It's not going to happen. Okay, he failed on that, but okay, hang on. But I am more powerful now because the leer made me. Nope, it wasn't enough. Ugh. What if? No, I'm spouting absolute nonsense. What was about to come out of my mouth? Unless what I can like I don't need bide anymore, right? Like there's no way that I live through any of these moves. Okay, I think I don't know if this is anything. I'm gonna save. Bide can't possibly help me anymore. Swords dance 3 times. Rest. Hyper beat. Oh, come on. All right. The critical hit, dude. I wonder if I just do 2 setup and I just go. Okay. At least I have more health than I did previously. Yep. Okay. Okay. That worked. I'm nervous. No, it's not enough. Okay, wait, that was okay. Come on, go. Okay. Item, rare candy, elixir. No, forest door. Save. What was my final time last night? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Swords dance 3 times. Come on. Okay, come on. No, come on. You have to go. You must be quicker. Please. If this one shots, yeah. I mean, not for him. I meant for Cloister. There's no way though, right? It's gonna be a 2 hit. No. Oh my gosh. Oh, if he uses quick attack, I'm so done. Fire spin. Okay, we did not beat the first time or the second time. Can I beat the first time? I think I only have like 30 seconds. And now I'm poisoned. Okay. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna be sick, brother. Oh, I could have done rest there. That's fine. Just don't. Okay. Please one shot. He missed. Oh my gosh. What was the time? What was the time? Oh, this is insane. Look at how many resets there were. This cannot be. I have to be. It's not better than the first run either. I've done the worst I possibly could on this run. This was the run that everyone was telling me, "No, man, this is the way to go." Okay, it's fine. I'm totally normal about it. Uh I guess it's a learning moment. I just don't know. All right, Scyther, you did it. Okay, well, listen, that is the end of Scyther for the time being. I I just can't imagine we're gonna come back and do this again. Maybe. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I will look at the experience router. I am going to look at gym leader Matt's run because at this point, I've done the 3 different possible paths. So it's time to figure out if there's anything else that I can learn. And again, I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but like it truly is very possible that I just had really bad luck. Like, yeah, I had a couple misplays here and there, like I had a couple misclicks. That happens. Um, but it's like today is just one of those things where like I'm going to go back and see what where could I change anything? And you know, maybe next week we'll try one last time. But I can't be like you can't go to my live tab and see like 7 Scyther videos in a row. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's going to be embarrassing. So I think that we're gonna cut it there and we're gonna come back at some point. Maybe I'll make like a post on like the community page for this channel and like let people know like, hey, I am going to try now, like for my final attempt, you know? Um, but thank you for tuning in and checking this out. Again, thank you to Monroe. Thank you to Gym Leader Matt, and someone else told me about this. I'm so sorry that I cannot remember the third person that was telling me about BIDE. Let me see if I can find it real quick in the comments on that video. Um, nope. Oh, maybe it was someone in the chat from last night. That's why. Okay. Anyway, um, well, whoever you are, mysterious stranger, thank you for dropping the suggestion. Uh, and I will see you all next week for another solo challenge in Pokemon Yellow. Be kind to yourself, be excellent to one another, and enjoy your weekend. All right.